Hey everybody, it's Jeremy, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to cure heartburn and GERD naturally without prescription medication or antacids. And I'm also going to show you why not only is this the better way to do it, but it's really the only way because antacids and prescription medications actually make the problem worse. So when you were a kid, do you ever remember watching one of those cartoons where there was a dam and it was holding back a bunch of water, maybe like a big river, and the dam would sprout a little hole, like a leak. And one of the cartoon characters would try to fix the leak. They'd stick their finger in the hole, and it would stop it, but then the dam would sprout another leak, so they'd stick another finger in. And they'd keep going until they either didn't have any fingers left, or the whole dam just came busting down and all the water came flooding through. Well, when I think about the common ways that everybody treats GERD and heartburn, that's exactly what I think of. And I think of it because the common ways that we treat heartburn and GERD are just plugging up little holes and not actually addressing any of the problem. Alright, I want to talk about the common myth that surrounds heartburn and GERD. So the common myth is that if you have heartburn or you have GERD, then that's actually caused by too much stomach acid. That is, you have too much acid in your stomach. Well, here's what's going to blow your mind. That's not the case. And not only is it not the case, it's actually the opposite that's true. Having heartburn or GERD is almost always caused by having too little stomach acid. I know, it's shocking, right? Because you think, well, it burns. I must have too much acid in there, it's burning me. But it's not the case. Here's why it's not the case. What actually happens when you have too little stomach acid is two big things. First of all, you don't digest carbohydrates well, and secondly, you have too much bacteria in your stomach because the stomach acid, when you have enough of it, actually helps to control the bacteria in your stomach. And so when you don't digest carbohydrates well, when you have too much bacteria, you actually get bloated. That is, you get a bunch of gas in your stomach, and it starts to push things like stomach acid back up into your esophagus. And when that happens, you have heartburn. So for all the years that everybody's been taking and the doctors have been telling people to take antacids and other types of drugs like Probiotic that actually decrease stomach acid, that's making the problem worse. That's not making the problem better. It might help the symptom for a little bit. It might, right after you eat a meal, it might decrease stomach acid enough to make your symptom a little better. But down the road, that's actually making the problem worse because it's decreasing stomach acid more and more. So the common myth that heartburn and GERD are caused by too much stomach acid, it's terrible. It's wrong. It's actually part of the problem because it's actually almost always caused by too little stomach acid. So in order to cure this problem, rather than taking antacids, I'm going to give you 3 big ways to cure it naturally without any prescription and to actually address the cause. Alright, big way number 1 to cure heartburn and GERD without prescription medication, without antacids. And that is to eat a low carbohydrate or specific carbohydrate diet. And if you don't know what specific carbohydrate means, because I didn't, my friend Steve and Jordan, I'm putting a link to their website just below in the comments. It's called scdlifestyle.com. Go check it out. The reason that these things work, specific carbohydrate or low carbohydrate, is because of what I was just telling you. The problem is that you're not digesting carbs well, and then you're getting bloated, too much bacteria, pushing the acid back up. Eating low carb, eating specific carbohydrate diet actually stops that problem in its track and allows your body to heal itself, to start producing more stomach acid and to fix the problems in your stomach. So big way number 1, no prescription medication, no antacids, just go low carb or specific carbohydrate. Alright, big way number 2 to cure heartburn and GERD without prescription medication or antacids, and that's actually to supplement with hydrochloric acid. It sounds odd. I'm going to pause it for a second because you're thinking in your head, when I was a kid, I'd scrape my elbow or something and my mom would put hydrochloric acid on it and oh my god, that stuff would burn. And you're thinking, wait, I'm going to drink that or eat that? Well, it actually comes in pill form. And here's the thing about it. It sounds crazy because you think it's what you put on cuts and it really burns. But hydrochloric acid is actually what your stomach acid is mostly made of. So they actually make pills. Now I'm going to link to some in the comments below. They're called betaine HCl. But they make these pills that are mostly hydrochloric acid, and that's mostly what your stomach acid is. So by supplementing with these, you're actually starting to replace some of that stomach acid. You're starting to fix some of the problem, control some of the bacteria, control the bloating, and it'll almost immediately make your heartburn better, just like an antacid would, but in this case it's actually addressing the cause of the problem. So big way number 2, as crazy as it sounds, is actually to supplement with hydrochloric acid. Finally, big way number 3 to fix heartburn and GERD without prescription medication, eat more fermented probiotic foods. These are things like natto, kimchi, sauerkraut, Greek yogurt, kefir. Anything that's fermented is going to have a lot more probiotics in it. And let me just say, unlike going low carb, or unlike taking the hydrochloric acid as a supplement, eating the fermented foods is not immediately going to fix your problem, but long term it's going to make you much, much better because it's going to rebuild the good bacteria in your gut, which are going to control the bad bacteria and keep those bacteria from bloating you up and causing your stomach acid to come back up your esophagus. So big way number 3, and this is something you should be doing anyway for its health benefits, eat more fermented foods. You can look up, there are a bunch of different fermented foods. I love kimchi and sauerkraut, but if you eat these things, it'll help you a lot in the long run. All right, everybody, that's it for today. This is one of those things that seems crazy to me because it seems crazy that our medical establishment, everybody could get it backwards for so long, that we could be treating the wrong problem, that is treating high stomach acid when it's actually low stomach acid that's the real cause of all of these problems like heartburn and GERD. So let me know in the comments below what you think of the video, and also, have you cured your heartburn or GERD, or have you treated it, and what have you learned, and how did you do it? I'd love to hear from you. You can send me an email also. Please like and share this video. It's really important to us because I want everybody else to know about this too so they can cure their own problems. And right here, there's a click to subscribe button. Please click that button because it helps us out and it helps us let you know when we come out with other really cool videos.